Tom Sandoval is Slytherin, and I am a snake. America, hear me out. Tom Sandoval, not that bad. First of all, he's hot, he's a snazzy dresser, he may be a worm with a mustache.
You're a worm with a mustache.
But I am here for the mustache ride.
And now hear me out. When it comes to Tom Sandoval, there is zero redemption arc for this man. He's the villain of all villains and he cannot be redeemed. He's broken the trust for fans and for his castmates, and I just don't see how we can explain any of his actions and justify them. So let's take it back to a year ago with Scandoval.
Scandoval.
When the news first broke and fans were shocked. He was proven to be unfaithful to his decade-long relationship with Ariana Madix, and I think she was just as shocked as the rest of us.
I know it's not gonna be easy to defend this guy. You know, he had a months-long affair behind his girlfriend's back while she was at her grandma's funeral, which is really just an awesome storyline. Yeah. But I'm not the Pope. This is a reality show where it's a bunch of bartenders and waiters and sandwich artists and water sommeliers hooking up with each other. And if we take it back to that moment where Ariana's blindsided, I would say, girl, wake up. You were together for 10 years. You weren't getting married. You know, she had frozen her eggs, they got dogs. Obviously they're committed to each other. They bought this giant house in the valley. But how did the relationship start, Ariana, 9 years ago? And she should have seen it coming.
Yeah, and I think that that's what a lot of fans were seeing. I think through a lot of this series, so many watchers saw these iffy actions from Sandoval. We had Miami Girl earlier in this series. That was one act of infidelity that was maybe brushed under the rug by fans and Ariana. Mm-hmm. He was given a second chance there. Aside from that, his overall behavior is very narcissistic. I think this was obviously at a very different scale now with the best friend.
Yes, Tom blew up the show. He blew up his relationship, but I'm on his side in this because one, it's good TV. I find him entertaining. He's kind of fun to watch. To me, he's the Kendall Roy of Succession.
I'm the eldest boy!
Right. He keeps up, but it's good TV, right? But there's also some details about the actual affair that Ariana iced him out on.
We became really good friends. Like, I was seeking something that I wasn't getting here.
Here they are living in a house. He's trying to talk about Raquel/Rachel, and she's like, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear that you found a friend and found this intimacy with someone else.
I don't give a about Raquel!
Meanwhile, they're not having sex at home. Their relationship is basically, he just said he felt like he was treated like a gay best friend.
Yeah.
And they're like the hot reality couple that goes to Coachella, but like the relationship has been dead for years. And I think she didn't want to ever address it, and he basically did an immature way to end the relationship.
Yeah, I mean, he did a bad thing. I don't think that he should be crucified every single day for it and go to jail, and that's where I can kind of agree with what Lala said in one of the most recent episodes of he's a human being. You know, he didn't murder anyone. Yet, and that's about the most I can agree with on Lala when it comes to this season in general. That being said, I think just because a relationship is going through a tumultuous time, even if that lasts years, I don't know if it technically justifies infidelity, especially with one of your best friends.
Yeah, the chivalrous thing to do would be to break up with Ariana.
Right.
And probably do it while the cameras were filming, not in between seasons.
Right, that was a cop-out.
But the way it went down was just so juicy. Like, she's got his phone during one of his awesomely bad cover band concerts. Like, he's had the gall to record like a dirty FaceTime. Like, all of it was so juicy to me that I'm like a fan of how salacious and messy it is.
Right.
And I think it's brought a lot of new people to the show who are now going back and like watching from season 1. And for that, like, I would say, you know, bravo, Tom. You did your job. You earned your paycheck. I think everyone went way too scorched earth on Tom for the crime that he committed.
Do you want anything?
For you to die.
Like, it's so hateful, and it really now, to me, turns it away from the heat away from Tom. You really want the heat to be on Tom.
Right.
Like, going that hard feels crazy to me. And then, you know, in the finale, she like refuses to talk to him and she walks away. She's losing ground in that regard. And like, make Tom look bad, have a conversation with him and make him look bad.
That makes sense. I think that Ariana is very much in a place right now, which we could tell is she is not going to put her career first. She's going to put her personal life and her personal peace first. And I can't blame her for that.
I see what you're saying, but she is putting her career first. It's the new career. It's Chicago. It's hosting Love Island. I think she's playing the next move. She's now the contestant on Jerry Springer, hiding backstage.
Yeah.
And it's like, come on out. You know, you showed up. Like, finish what you started.
Well, this is almost when we need her the most, too. She is now this main focus of the show. And if we lose that, it's kind of unknown where we're going to go from here.
So in a way, Tom is the hero because he's actually like falling on the grenade, you know?
He's the anti-hero.
He pulled the pin out of the grenade, but now he's falling on it. Dare I say Tom Sandoval is the Taylor Swift of Bravo.
It's me. Hi, I'm the problem, it's me.
So by the end of this season, we saw Tom Sandoval break down maybe a little bit. He seemed like he was really trying to create a moment for the camera, in my opinion, by trying to pull Ariana aside. It seemed like he was kind of trying to take that last moment to get to talk to her.
I don't want you worrying. You're not gonna lose me. I can't lose you. You're my family.
Sheena, great job, by the way.
Thank you.
Ariana, wait, one second.
Tom.
I just wanted to tell her I'm sorry.
She doesn't want to talk to you.
Ariana just was not having it. She walked right out of that party. She did not care. And Tom was kind of left unable to say what he had to say, trying to talk to her, trying to make something work here. And it kind of looked a little bit embarrassing.
I didn't see it that way. I felt like she cock-blocked him in the reality TV sense of the word. Like, you know, this is like a Melrose Place kind of drama. You want like the two exes to say how they really feel to each other. And he did sort of ambush her at that event, but like, and then looked not great picking up a chair, but he also kind of looked, you know, jacked.
But I think that there is that limit that we reached. Once you involve the best friend, once it affects the show, if anything, I don't think that Tom Sandoval was keeping his profession and the show in mind at all, because if that was the case, he would do what it takes to keep Ariana on the show, to make everything work, knowing that this group of kind of OGs is what's gonna keep people interested.
So let's talk about the future of Tom Sandoval. You know, I could see him doing, you know, becoming a bigger musician. Maybe there's a Johnny Depp Lifetime made-for-TV movie biopic starring him. Like, I think there's potential there. This scandal made him as big as the royal family in the US, according to him. But you know, I think he saved reality TV in this moment. He made it relevant again. But I could be wrong. I could be eating my words.
Yeah, did he save it or did he ruin it? But I could definitely see a path where he's burned all the bridges. Did he bring drama? Did he bring this new scandal that the show kind of desperately needed? 100%. But this friend group and their foundation is in shambles now because of it. And you can see the sides being taken. You know, Katie is sticking by Ariana. Some people are gonna kind of seeing if they're gonna test the waters again with the friendship with Tom Sandoval, but the structure of this friend group has kind of shattered because of this.
It's Los Angeles. There's always another aspiring bartender, cocktailier in the wings.
Right. Well,
you know, also they have real friends that aren't on the show. Like anytime there's a party, you look in the background, you're like, who's that girl? Who's that guy? Like, I think Bravo has an opportunity to like bring the fun back to this, like essentially a show that we all like because it's a bunch of hot people hooking up with each other. They get drunk, they make out with each other, and this is nothing new. This most recent scandal obviously stung in a way that you're saying is not going to be fixed. I'm saying Vanderpump 2.0. Forget the Valley, like this is the show now.
we'll see.
Look, is Tom Sandoval a good guy? No, I'm not gonna get crucified here defending him for that reason, but is he great TV? Absolutely.
Tom Sandoval, you are what you did, and what you did was horrible. And you will take accountability for those actions and one day suffer the consequences, whether that's personally or professionally, I don't think that you can be redeemable at this time. That being said, when it comes to reality TV, anything goes, so we will find out what happens to you.